what you
if
need.
your club no enter market, go buy play placard.
For the we don't want a camping strikers. And again, a clear message said, someone once said that when the struggle started for him, he didn't know who to turn to, so he turned to his brother. And his brother advised him to find somewhere to go. And now that he has gone there, he's now being ranked in the power ranking of the Ballon d'Or. We'll talk about it in the show. Welcome to the show, guys.
Yamal is going to sign a new contract with Barcelona. So we'll talk about all the movements that are already happening in transfer window. It's not officially open, but clubs are officially making transfers. For example, Liverpool has banned foreign weights. Almost done. That deal is almost done. He's going to move to Liverpool. So a whole lot of things we're going to talk about today. Tomorrow we'll come and talk about the Conference League. Chelsea is playing the Conference League finals. They qualify for that top four, but they are going to play. Maybe give Chelsea something, even if it's just a cup of wine to drink tomorrow. Then
I like you.
Something
Nothing for Chelsea.
But this is the year of underdogs. So let's see if Betis will surprise Chelsea tomorrow. We'll talk about that tomorrow. Okay, first let's talk about the 6 teams that qualify for Europe next season. In England, 6 of them: Arsenal, Liverpool, Aston, Manchester City, Chelsea, and Newcastle from the league, then Tottenham from the Europa League. If you look at these 6 teams, but most all the teams are lacking something. For example, Arsenal is lacking a striker, Liverpool is lacking a striker, even though they're going to buy.
They're not lacking a striker.
Come on,
they have 2 strikers. They have Nunes. Darwin Nunes.
And Jota that
and
score 15 goals in the season.
Jota the injury now.
So okay,
Jota.
If you look at the City, obviously City has to buy, and then Newcastle have to buy if they need to. For the last time they went for the Champions League, they crashed out from the group stage. That then the format have changed. Now have you more opportunity for you to qualify. So there's no way how can you not finish first 25, 24. I don't even know how many they qualify again. But if you look at these 6 teams, who do you think that will make it find the Champions League next season? If you look at the way they have performed this season, even though that it's too early to talk about, but you can see what they have done this season and what the improvement they can make, and what do you think that they can do in Champions League next season?
Talking about the 6 teams that have qualified for the Champions League, if you want to talk about those teams, you have to start from the vulnerabilities. Where have we seen vulnerability in these 6 teams starting this season? Liverpool have shown vulnerability in that fullback position, and rightly so. They've made some purchases, though it's yet to be announced. I am hearing what's his name now? Frimpong could be coming into that fullback position. I'm hearing that Shimikas could be leaving. Robertson is entering the final year of his career, and they are looking to get in somebody into that left fullback position. And then also, if we talk about that, we also need to talk about the gap in the 10th position up forward, because Anslot has played with a double pivot going up forward and playing with 2 8 and 1 6, and he would like to get in a 10, and that's where we are seeing the news about Florian Wirtz being courted into the side. If you talk about the attack, a lot of people have had a lot of things to say about Nunez up front. You know, before the end of the season, it was being touted to move to La Liga or somewhere else, and then they will use the sale and add some funds and get in another.
The only person that started to go to La Liga is the Colombian guy, Luis Diaz.
Yeah,
let's take one after the time. Let's talk about Liverpool.
You're talking about Liverpool. He's giving you the roundup of the Liverpool struggles for the past 5 years, after Sadio Mane left and coming forward. He said everything that is wrong with the team. But for the number 10 role, you have a Curtis Jones who could play there and play as a number 8, possibly, but he's not good enough. Who could? I did not say can. He can.
Like,
he might.
Do you want to finish top 6, or do you want to win the league?
Wait, John. Look at it now.
But they used just to win the league.
They didn't win league this season.
Because this season there's a drop off this season.
Leave that. There can still be a drop off next season.
There's a drop off this season.
There can still be a drop off.
Use it as a yardstick.
There can still be a drop off next season.
Even with Curtis Jones did not play bulk of the games for them this season.
Let me finish.
So you have a
Dominic Zoboslai. You have an Endo.
How many games did Zoboslai start though?
Dominic.
Yes, how many games did he start though?
I think he started most of the games.
Dominic, they start. The midfield trio is
about Dominic.
The midfield trio for Liverpool.
How many games?
The midfield trio for Liverpool this season has been Ryan, Mark, and Dominic.
3 of them, yes.
Ryan Gravenberch, McAllister, and Dominic Zoboslai. These are the midfield trio. Any other person will come for that midfield, they come in. Because it's just even calling himself na sub. Elliot na sub. And Elliot is always been sub for maybe Mo Salah or any other person. You get, so they have the midfield trio. You get, Endo Wataru has been dropped to the bench. You need the younger players to replace him. Fine, because you saw that when this guy lost from this towards the end of the season for playing bulk of the games as a DM, when he lost from Grevenbond, you saw that Endo came in for him, and still they were lacking that productivity in defensive midfield area. So you need somebody to support him from the bench. At least when he's not available, when he's not fully fit to play the match, that person can come in and fill those shoes. That's what Liverpool needs at the moment. Salah is aging. You need somebody to understudy him at the moment. Elliot is now beginning to look like I can't continue to understudy Salah, and he continues to grow in form because that's what Salah is right now. He's becoming better by the day. He's tasting better like a fine wine by the day. And you can't say, okay, next
players and everybody is, for example, Liverpool, why they won the league is that most of their 11 were fit. That's the point. So if
injury starts now, because we're looking at it from the eye of everybody is fit. If injury starts, they happen.
But injury starts, you have two people replacing that centre half.
Is that, for example,
two men there.
You cannot buy players hoping that.
Now you can talk and get two men. They see what they did for table.
No, the point.
Even when you get 6 men, they see what they did for table.
The point is exactly is I have to see what Liverpool is going to do. It's going to be interesting though. But if you look at they have qualified the Champions League, they crashed out for in the quarterfinals. Do you think that they are going to find a way to advance next year? If now they are playing Champions League, they have learned their lessons. That probably reach semi-final or the final next season. Yes or no?
I think it's left to be seen.
Depending on how they perform in this transfer market.
I don't think it depends on how they perform in the transfer market, because if we look at the Champions League so far this year, they had the best showing in the group stages. Unfortunately, they were knocked out by a better side. It happens. Okay. So it's going to be in that game against Paris Saint-Germain, they needed somebody clinical up front, and they didn't have it. Okay,
let's see what happens with all these things. If they are going to buy progress very well in the Champions League. The next thing quickly, guys, is Arsenal. Arsenal is obvious they need a striker. I think their defense is okay. Their goalkeeper won.
Arsenal needs everything.
They don't need everything.
Arsenal needs everything.
Their goalkeeper won the Golden Glove, so they just need to buy a backup goalkeeper because Neto didn't even play.
They are talking about Martinez. So let's see if he will play.
Neto probably will go. He has a 1-year contract, so he will go. But the defense for me, I think the defense is okay because they are not really considered goals like that.
Who is your backup on the left fullback position?
Probably they will buy
left fullback.
Yeah.
Depending on how
they answer that question. Calafiori they play. Luis Kelly they play. Zinchenko they play. He asked the question.
Calafiori is not a left fullback.
Oh boy, come on now, come on with it. He's not. Coach profile and put on there. He do well for them. Did he not do well?
Even Luis Kelly.
Luis Kelly is not the left fullback as well.
In that position.
You know, no, let me correct you. I said now, coach, the profile player, not
Baba, he not consign me.
Wait till you play.
Wait, consign
you. Your opinion don't even really matter for Arteta.
Oh, wow.
You get your opinion don't matter for Arteta and in board because assistants now coach the profile players. You get. I don't talk before. Say you get when you go profile player reach, you gonna say yes. I profile this guy well. You know they play well for here. I bring and come here. Look at Gavin Much last season. As a CM box to box, he wasn't doing well. More talk truth. They put that for DM. Papa starts to show numbers. Papa starts to show workings. Look at Joe Gomez as a CB sometimes not a show. But if you play for right back sometimes you say he get the hunger to go forward. Now sticking with the Arsenal own, Calafiori is not a
you couldn't be more off on Joe Gomez.
We see. Let's come back to the Calafiori matter.
Same thing also.
Let's come back to the Calafiori matter. Calafiori, when he came in, was not a left fullback. We agree. They signed him as a left CB. You get that can play can try and play left back sometimes. And when they put him for left back, Obasho Watkins, he deliver Arsenal.
Bro, in recovery, excuse me, in recovery, over 10 is 0.0.
He's
in recovery in that position, he is a liability. QED.
Just because of the first match.
Forget about first match. I tell you waiting people to see. Arsenal fans they are there and show them they watch the club every weekend.
Club, even Luis Kelly.
I'm telling you, recovery zero.
If you look at Luis Kelly's profile, they told you he's a midfielder.
What I'm saying in the defense, Arsenal doesn't need to buy in the defense.
Don't defend. I say you can't call left back.
Luis Kelly will start there. Calafiori can
start
there, which is 2 is enough. In the right back is Timber and White.
Calafiori went on injury this season.
Everybody can go on
Kelly
injury.
played.
That's the point.
And Kelly played.
For me, every position should have 2 good players there.
One starts
from left back. Anybody can get injury. It's understandable that I can get injury. For example, how many CBs that Manchester, even Manchester, before we go there, you see that Man City has the same kind of CBs.
They choke 2 everywhere.
It's normal. Anybody can go on injury. Football happens like that. But for example, if you look at Liverpool that didn't go on injury, what happens to other players? If you bring in more players,
was playing, Chimika was on the bench.
Everybody will sit on, more people will sit on the bench, which is going to be a problem.
This is just bring them for
I think what
in case of
for example, it's good for you to profile players that can, for example, Calafiori can play a CB and a left back. It's okay. He can play both sides of the fence, so he can.
Tomiyasu can play
CB
and CB and right back.
The one where they mark me now. It's funny how in profiling players in that defense, you are putting people who are substandard in position of that CB.
Well,
when you have a world-class CB, excuse me, when you have a world-class CB who is available to decide, why would I start a Tomiyasu in the center when I have a Calafiori if a Saliba is out, for example?
The point is
what's his name now? Calafiori moved to the center, Tomiyasu dropped to the bench.
Yes,
Kelly played in the left position.
The point I'm trying to make for you is that you can profile players.
The point I'm trying to say is the center halves you have in that side, none of them are an upgrade or an equal quality to this guy except Calafiori. And if anything happens to that center pairing and this guy is deployed in left, you have a problem in the center.
You know how many times I criticize
Tomiyasu is not on the level of Kiwior.
Oh boy. Arsenal fans come to this one.
Is not on that level.
Kiwior or Tomiyasu.
And this is where we talk about
remove availability. Wait, now let's talk about removing availability.
This is where we talk about
remove availability. Tell me Tomiyasu and
not
Kiwior.
numbers,
who better
quality.
pass?
Let me tell you, when Tomiyasu came in for Arsenal, Arteta liked him. The problem with him is availability.
I really don't care about Arteta liking because Arteta liking a player is a downfall to the team generally. Arteta liking a player is a downfall to the team.
So
I'm talking about who can you bring in that position that is an upgrade to what you have.
You cannot bring an upgrade on the defense.
Tomiyasu na upgrade.
You can't.
Because he go come, he go do well.
Tomiyasu is not an upgrade.
Kiwior wey we criticize.
You were the one criticizing Kiwior. I never criticized Kiwior in the first place. Because I know that he's on the same quality as this guy playing in that position normally.
I criticize Kiwior because I know that bulk of Arsenal fans know. Say the guy is not quality enough to fill that shoe. You get bulk of Arsenal fans know. Moko no come show on life ourselves. Arsenal fans know that he's not quality enough to fill that shoe.
Don't say that.
And he played because he was available. Tell me that. Wait, now let me ask you a question. Tell me that in that scenario where what's it called, Saliba or Gabriel went on injury, Calafiori was available, fully fit. Kiwior was available. Tell me that Arteta will pick a Kiwior over Tomiyasu or Calafiori.
Arteta pick
Kiwior go debate. Kiwior go debate because Tomiyasu. Because Tomiyasu is not available.
Over Tomiyasu, over Calafiori in that position.
I've said this
and the guy didn't make one mistake.
I've said this all through
one mistake in that period. He didn't make one mistake.
The previous thing he was playing, Uncle. What were the other times he was being substituted and he makes errors?
Bro.
See,
I've said this before, and I'll say it again. We can't keep playing players because they are good.
Oh wow.
You get, if you're good, you start. If you're available and who is good is injured, you start.
Let me explain these things.
Because that's what many people have played this season.
Bro, go and look at that start, man. The only guy that was jonesing in that defense was Saliba.
The only thing that are going to set Tomiyasu this season because of his availability.
I
can remember.
He don't consign me, make him go.
I can remember vividly. There is this particular game against Man City that they played, that particular game they win, that they're supposed to give a red card in that game. He came back just 1 week before. And he was introduced in that game. If he's a good defender, he's a good defender. That is the only player that's injured. Arteta is not even talking about selling.
He's not consigning.
I don't know if he's not consigning, but the problem is
not consigning because maybe your club.
For example, I don't like Partey, even though most time Partey is not available. But whenever he comes back, he plays.
Bro, when has Partey not been available,
last
man?
I've been following.
Oh wow, last season.
Last 2 years.
Partey they go injury like this.
He went on injury.
Bro,
Even this season.
Even Arsenal was complaining.
Partey gives you at least 2 seasons before he's out on a long spell. At least 2 back to back before he's out on a long spell.
If Arsenal, it doesn't matter. The problem is, for example, why is Rodri good? Rodri is good because he's available all season.
Bro, it's not about availability.
Partey
talk about quality. Partey is 10 times better than Partey.
Partey is not been available for some times now, like last season and this season, because of injuries. It's understandable. But for me, I'm just saying that Arsenal for the past 3 seasons, their defense are okay. I don't even know why we are arguing this one. I think that might change, but the back four remains the back four. They can add anything extra, but the back four will not change. If nobody's coming back to,
if the back four is fit,
that's the point.
If the back four is fit all season,
and you cannot
the rest of the players on the bench can just play 5 minutes of football.
That's the problem.
You cannot buy. You're already winning a game, and you're already winning a game 2-0, 2-1, 3-1, and you have an important. You're playing the Wednesday match. You're already winning by 2 goals margin, and you have an important game on Saturday. Bro, you go come out your best players. Rest.
I keep saying
the other team can play the second half.
You hardly see a team apart from Manchester City that you have
world class
defenders sitting on the bench.
4.
Bro, look
how many teams does that?
Aside from Man United.
No, not Man United. Apart from Man City that can have
apart from Man City correctly.
Apart from Stone that can stay on the bench. But how many teams have 4 world class defenders and 2 sitting on the bench?
If they decide to have it, they can have it.
Who will agree?
You know, consign me. What I'm saying is Tomiyasu out. Your center halves is now Kyrgios, Saliba, and this guy, and then Calafiori as the backup. Buy a left back, man. Buy a left back and stop doing this thing you're doing to yourself. I don't understand. Luis Kelly and that guy will play in that position.
Okay, Calafiori will sit on the bench until
Calafiori is in the center.
That's what until they break on Saliba gets injured. That's the point.
Bro. You had a lot of injuries in that CB position because you were not rotating your squad.
That's what
you were not rotating, and the problem is if you don't get injured, you get burnout. That's the only 2 outcomes. Go back and look at teams that play. If you don't get injured, you get burnout. The worst part is you getting burnout because you start making flimsy mistakes that we saw Saliba make last season.
If you look at the teams that are playing, they are 5 and 6. They are 2 center backs. You hardly change it. Both of them plays together. What I'm saying that
when your game is won,
John, if you buy
when your game is won, you take one person off and bring in someone in.
John, is your
that's how you rotate your squad.
That's what I'm saying. That
this not when you don't play video game player, you go see everything they work for real life.
I've watched ball. You hardly see coaches take out his 5 and 6. For example, Arsenal. If Gabriel is not injured, Saliba is not injured.
Why will you take him out?
Let's
go back like 2 decades ago. Now under Mourinho, we say
that I'm not saying you change your defenders every match. I'm saying you give the guys that have been playing perpetually a rest and you get somebody on in that position. Especially when you're in the winning position.
Now that Mourinho will not say
they are not doing it. Everybody see that they are not doing it.
Now that Mourinho and the rest of them will learn say Carabao Cup important. So you go use your first team player. If you go way back, Arsene Wenger will use second team and play Carabao Cup. We use the second team and play FA Cup until they meet a serious, maybe they meet a Premier League team. Like you're playing against a Division 2 team. You use the second team to play. Ferguson will use the second team. Now that Mourinho say that first 11 use the Premier League, then go play Carabao Cup, then go play FA Cup. You get. Look at let's go back again in time. Man United when they were playing the conference Europa League, they were using second goalkeeper. The game was resting. FA Cup second goalkeeper. Even West Ham, ordinary West Ham. When they were playing Conference League, FA Cup and everything, second goalkeeper they play. Second team. So we're talking about John is talking about Arsenal first team to start every match. You understand that they need to rest. That's why coaches need to rotate squad. You want to rotate squad, you don't go use league rotate squad. Now Carabao Cup.
Oh wow.
You go field second team for Carabao Cup.
Oh wow.
And FA Cup.
World class player play every match.
Oh wow.
Now Mourinho teach them that one. Now Mourinho teach them that one.
Play every match.
Stress the player for every match.
They are paying you, Abi. go and play.
Then the ones on the bench, the ones on the bench,
till you collect injury, beat better team.
The ones on the bench, the ones on the bench are now what?
You don't want yourself.
The ones on the bench who play the FA Cup, they are good enough to play the Carabao Cup matches.
I'm saying that you don't buy players and keep them on the bench.
I'm telling you that in that position, there is a blind in that position. And bet me, it's still Ateta. Ateta will sign somebody in that position this summer. Just watch out. He has done it in the last 3 summers or the last 3 transfer windows. He will do it again.
If he's going to sell players from that defense, he will replace them. But if all of them, for example, if Tomiyasu, he decides to keep Tomiyasu.
Let me ask a question. If he sells, if
these 3 players stays on the bench, he's not going to buy another player.
John asked a question, and I want to answer. He said if he sells from the defense, he's going to buy and replace them.
It's
not for the likes of Terni and Zinchenko.
Both people can.
If they go, not replace them, you know you buy any player to replace them. Use the money, buy striker.
No, I don't know why they will use the money replace them now.
I don't know why. I don't know why we are talking about the Arsenal defense that we know is already complete. When we know say the problem now for front. I don't know. I just don't know why you are arguing about this. I don't laugh. I just look myself from mirror. They laugh myself because we're talking about the Arsenal defense that is dead.
It's dead finally.
Defense choke, you know if you break them.
I like this conversation we have because next season I will remind you categorically when you start crying about defense.
I keep saying the problem is okay, fine. If Kai Havertz comes back from injury, if Odegaard goes on injury, Kai Havertz can play in that position. But Arsenal needs an attacker, a striker that can score at least at all. You know, score goal at all. Say you don't even score Premier League goal. It's got 20
Arsenal
plus
don't need
goals.
Striker. They don't need striker. They need more defense and midfield.
You get?
That's
Arsenal.
That's Arteta's stance.
Say the striker not.
So they should not change.
Arsenal need to say, I know Sabi score. He scored 20 plus goals a season. At least say the minimum Premier League goals now 18. You know Sabi score goal low. Then if you got Sabi score goal, now at least 30 goals a season.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Premier League goals.
Oh wow.
You get? That's what Arsenal need. I'm just saying because if you look at the chances Arsenal created this season,
bro,
it's not easy. And we are debating about the defense. Come on now.
It's crazy how we are going about this because this is the same Arteta we all know, and this is the same. He will go and sign a SS or you go and sign a winger and tell you he will produce the result for you.
If he's going to sign a striker or not, but I think he's going to sign a striker because Jesus cannot play. He's always injured. Then Havertz is always available, but unfortunately for him, for the first time in his career, he's out for almost 6 months, so he did not play in the second half of the season for Arsenal. Okay, let's move on to our YouTube channel and talk about some of the comments. The Drake Media is saying Liverpool won the league and they are already almost signing a left back.
They don't sign 11 players.
And a CM, Arsenal are still speculating, or they are doing this speculation. He said that Arsenal needs a CB, a left back, a wing forward, and a striker, or else they are not ready. Tierney, Tomiyasu, Jorginho, Zinchenko, Jesus should all leave the club. Okay, FM Footy, well, welcome to the show. This is first time I'm seeing your comment. Thank you for joining us today's show. Choose, I can see you. Choose, okay, we have fixed the problem. Thank you for joining us today, especially Chiefs. Thank you for always joining us on the show. Okay, quickly, guys, you debated on these 2 things or no? Let's talk about other things that Newcastle. Okay, let's talk about Man City. Man City, they have been spending. Pep is going to spend again, and if you look at team next season, where do you think? Okay, I didn't ask where do you think Arsenal will finish. Can Arsenal even win the Champions League? It's hard though.
Semi-final this year.
A friend of mine will say Agaba.
Okay. For Man City has qualified. They need to do well. Pep needs to come back next season and fight. What do you think he should do next season? He should buy a couple of players. Striker, Haaland is still there. Mamouche, so their striker, we just need their striker. Midfield, Rodri is going to be back, and they have to replace De Bruyne and probably I don't even need they go to replace Walker or not. They don't have a full back apart from that young boy.
In that right back, we do not have anybody. That guy is not a right back.
Even their left back too, they don't even have a left back because it's
they need to sign in those 2 positions.
Guardiola is still playing from that left back, even though he's winning with him. But I think he started with this 4 at the back, then CB4 at the back. in the Premier League and it's working out for him. It worked out for him. They won the Champions League and all, but this season it didn't work. It didn't.
He should switch that position and get in fullbacks. That's all I'll say on the matter.
No, so what do you think Man City
Going
should do?
forward,
You
one more
reach
striker.
you reach Man City, keep it short and simple. Sign fullbacks, and that's all I'll say on the matter.
Basically,
That's it,
I think they're a full. It's just that somehow they didn't do well. They have a full squad. I don't even know why they are not even playing well because nobody is lacking in that
Bro,
team apart from fullbacks.
Bro, their place is lacking, man. Their place is
And they have to
lacking,
buy a
and I'll
goalkeeper.
tell you,
Because
their place is lacking. Ederson is going, a goalkeeper is needed. Ortega is going to be the backup to whoever they are signing because you have to sign a generational talent into that position. Then in the left fullback signing, right fullback signing, on the wings signing, in the 10 signing, attack signing,
Aye.
QED.
Now for full squad on one
No,
side.
yes. I want to ask. Is it on the wings
Yes.
signing? You get Jeremiah, you get Sabino,
Mm-hmm.
you get Jack Grealish the flop.
Ingo.
You get Jack Grealish the
He
flop.
will leave. He will leave.
You
That
get
one, leave that
Foden.
one.
Then in the 10,
Foden plays in the 10.
in the 10, you have Foden, you have Bernardo, if I'm correct. I beg, which other 10 you want bring come?
I think he needs to.
Bernardo
reshuffle.
drops to the
I
bench.
think he
Foden in that position
I
as
think
backup,
he need to reshuffle
and a
his team.
headline 10.
Okay, wait. So
Simple.
Foden will drop to the bench. Then headline 10 will come. Then now you want to have Bernardo and Foden on the bench. Two quality.
He no consign
So now
me.
you dey advise
He
another
no
team.
consign me.
I dey like when you want to have two quality. You're not selling Bernardo. You're not selling Bernardo. You're not selling Foden. You're not selling either of
If
the
a good
two.
offer comes, I wouldn't mind.
Then you say you sign a generational 10. Put Foden and Bernardo on the bench, which means you have to have two best players or two good players on your
That's why
bench.
you
No
win the league.
consign me.
Now, but when they talk about Arsenal, wetin dey on talk?
Just that's why I'm advocating for us to buy more
Thank
quality on
you.
the bench. Same thing is
Thank
saying,
you.
buy more quality players on the bench. Because I don't even believe
When they
that.
talk about Liverpool, wetin dey talk?
I don't know for Liverpool.
He say he
Bro.
no wan make dem sign.
Is
Say
it-
they don't already get already.
Where did you hear that? Me that was saying that they've already filled that position.
You said they already,
Yes
and
or
I said
no?
it's just two. They need one person. You
They've,
said no.
they've signed what's his name now? Frimpong for that right back. You guys said that Conor Bradley is a generational talent. I didn't argue with you. Frimpong and Conor Bradley in that position. Who do you need more? On the left fullback, you have Robertson. You still have Kekes coming in. Shimikas may be going. Yes or no?
Yes.
You have two players in that position.
But you want to have three in one position.
Am I having three in the fullback positions? Am I?
all of
No, in midfield.
All of them
Am I
can
having
switch now.
three
Bernardo
in
can
the
play from
fullback
wings.
position? I don't like Bernardo from the wings, man. I like him in that 10 or somewhere else, but not from the wings.
Okay,
You don't get
we
pace.
know that Pep is going to sign players. He
You
always
don't get
signs
pace.
players, so that one is not even a problem for me. He's going to
Is
sign.
this see?
He profiles players and
Let's
just sign
let's
them.
I
But let's go on
think
to the
Pep has
next
already
thing.
signed the players they need to sign.
I think he's going to
Echeverry
do
and the
that.
rest of them.
I disagree with you, man.
But let's see what if he's going to sign more players in the summer. Newcastle is another team that is going to be interesting next season. When they play the Champions League, they are going to fight in four competitions, which is going to be hard. They need to just buy players because I don't think that only having Isak as a main striker is going to work. They just need to buy
They need
players.
to
They
They
have
need
striker
to-
now. What I
They
say
They
Yeah,
don't
no
have striker.
Wilson
Wilson's
is
contract
captain.
is not going to be
It's
extended. He's
4
leaving.
years.
It's not going to be
Like 4 years
extended.
Wilson. Now I'm not
He's
striker.
leaving. He's
You get
leaving.
Wilson.
They are going to sign another striker to partner Isak. If you read the paper this morning, it's out there. They are getting somebody to partner Isak, and then Wilson is leaving. No extension for his deal.
Okay, let's see if Newcastle is good. Finally, let's talk about Spurs. Spurs is going to. They finished 20. What they finished against 16th on the table. They lost with 2 games.
They finished 17th. Don't they hype them? They finished 17th.
16th, 17th on the table. Yes.
No, they do that. No, they do that thing. No,
Angie.
I don't like when you were
Obviously-
exaggerating.
Obviously, Angie just going to go to market and just buy half of that squad because there is no way that squad can even survive that Champions
The
League
problem
stage.
is he going to get funding?
That's
Not
the
be
problem.
Angie wanting to buy. Now that stingy man up front and Daniel Levy. I don't know why they are no longer carrying Levy out banners again.
They win Europa League, so they carry banner out.
They should carry banner.
They win Europa League, so they carry banner again.
They should carry banner.
Banner, they don't forget. They
Because
don't get banner.
that banner, then
Because-
go resurrect am first week of the season and then lose. Then go resurrect that banner.
Okay, let's see if
See,
Angie
you talked about what's it called, Newcastle. Let's be honest here. Newcastle has the left See, they have the left
They
wing
have They
occupied,
have to just buy players.
but they need the right wing because the right wing position there's nobody there.
They just need
To
to
be honest,
buy players. Him and Angie
That
because
left wing, there's
both of
no
them-
backup, you know.
both of
there's
them-
backup now. There's Harvey Burns, there's Anthony Gordon. Two of them can play there. Then
Both
in
of-
the right, nobody is there at all.
Both of them need to just go to the market because playing the Champions League is not depending on how the team they get when they do the draws, but they need to buy players. If not, they are going to struggle in next year's Champions League, especially at that time because it's crazy that they finished 16th on the table. They almost survived 17th on the. I don't know why I keep calling it
with 22 losses.
Yeah, with 22 losses, they won the Europa League. That's why they are playing the Champions League. They just need to go to the market and buy a whole lot of players. Okay, let's talk about transfer rumors that is happening. Yesterday, Alonso officially was signed as a Real Madrid coach. So he's talked about a whole lot of things. Talking about Jude, he sees Jude as a midfielder. Yeah, he's happy that Modric is going to follow him and play. They play the World Cup before he leaves. That he wants, like when everybody sees Real Madrid, they will know that Real Madrid is his own Real Madrid. I don't know what he means by my Real Madrid.
Players players go come in. That's what he means.
So he has signed. They have signed 2 players already. I'm curious to see the kind of formation he's going to do. Okay, sorry. Before we move over to Real Madrid, let's talk about Chelsea. I don't know why I skipped Chelsea because Chelsea fans have already received one comment here. Tijani, welcome to the show. He says, so God, you decided to talk about every cup, but you decided not to talk about Chelsea because they are not in Champions. Sorry, Tijani.
They're in Champions League now.
Chelsea qualified. Truthfully, Chelsea is one of our biggest fan base in this.
Yes.
We get more Chelsea fans than any other fan.
Yes.
I don't know if it's true, but based on the calls that we get more of Chelsea fans.
Red Club.
So Chelsea fans, I'm sorry that I didn't talk about it. Let's talk about Chelsea because
yes.
I was thinking that I was missing one thing, but I don't know why it skipped my mind. But Chelsea are playing the Champions League. Obviously, everybody knows that they need a striker. They are talking about buying an Osimhen, which I think is very good. It's not a good deal because Osimhen will play Champions League, so it's good for them to come.
You know how many meetings Mikel don't go do.
Now,
campaign manager.
If you look at Chelsea in general, Maresca qualified them for the Champions, which was the target, I guess. Even though they think that
it was supposed to be for next season.
Yeah, for next season, but
it.
Yes, over-indexed this season. Now, but if you look at Chelsea in general, what do you think that they are going to? They are always, when they play Champions League, they leave their mark.
Yes.
They have won it 2 times in the last decade. That means they are championship property. That's why probably Chelsea fans are always happy when they don't qualify because they know when they play that competition, they just do well.
You know, it's a plus to the league because some of the other teams that are played in the Champions League, winking bombastically at some people, they don't do well. They leave a bad taste in the mouth of football fans worldwide. And Chelsea in that competition, fantastic one for them. They are definitely going to go far.
They just need to buy a good striker.
They need the first one. Before you talk about buy striker first, you got to trim down your squad. Know who no they. First, that wings now, the only person with me I know for that wing for Chelsea na Madeke.
And Pedro.
Thank you. I don't know the remaining. In fact, they should go and answer their father name wherever they are going.
If Sancho, like
Chelsea should pay that 5 million to get Sancho out. First.
They just want Dashman, you bonus.
You know, concern me. It's better you pay 5 million than you pay 25 and you have a flop on your side.
He can do it for Chelsea. He can do it.
Now waiting and they use give them Cassiobi. It's fine. But up forward, we know that Chelsea need 2 strikers. I didn't miss one. I said 2.
So what will happen to Jackson?
Nkunku away.
Yeah, Jackson.
Jackson bench.
So you need one.
You need one.
No. Jackson on the bench.
You need one.
You
need 2. They play with 2 up front.
They don't play. The man is playing a 4-2-3-1.
They play with 2 up front, bro.
Where will the one? Where will the second one?
He's behind the striker. So they
just
need one big striker.
You see, like I said, they play 4-2-3-1. The 3.
That Jackson, I don't get faith in Jackson.
See, the one is the striker. They need a prolific striker that could. I think they like Jackson because of his physicality. But clinicality is what people are questioning. The question mark comes with his clinicality. But if it's his physicality and hard work, he get up. He can bully defenders off the ball. He can do all the necessary work. But score goals. Papa can see a sitter one-on-one with empty net and still score his chance.
If you talk Jackson, wait till you go talk for Nkunku now.
Nkunku, we say, they don't even enter position that
they go throw out my goods for that club. They don't go even smell that club.
He should just. I've noticed that. See, I wanted to do this start, but I don't look at this. I don't go back like 3 years, 5 years. Now they see, aside from Oba, Eh? Every striker we don't come from, and nobody no come as a striker, but every striker we don't come from Germany, the Premier League don't come flop. Timo Werner, Kai Havertz, Nkunku, all of them don't come Premier League come flop.
Kai Havertz no be striker.
They want to disgrace
us. This guy play for that.
You get everybody, every striker,
know.
every striker don't come from Germany now. I go do that. No, I check all the numbers. So for me, I know which one don't do well because this guy come from Germany and he do well. You get, but I also feel like Chelsea needs a striker in the mood of an Osimhen, an Omorodion, very physical that can get other people into the game as well. Look at Omorodion, what he's doing at Porto. Look at Osimhen, what he did at Galatasaray. These are proven winners, proven goal scorers. At that, even if you say, okay, you don't get money to pay these people, go and get a Jonathan David.
Okay, let's see. Chelsea,
all in all, the guy is on free, right?
Just need to buy a striker if they want to compete well in that Champions League next season. They have done well. Maresca finished fourth on the table, so they are going to play Champions League. Chelsea fans are happy. They are not even interested in the Conference League. They are more interested for them to qualify Champions League because it's still going to give you more money. They give you more money and to help you sign bigger players to your club. So let's see what happens with Chelsea. Okay, let's move on to other news. I was talking about before. I forgot about Chelsea. Alonso has been introduced as the Real Madrid coach. Let's see if he's going to do well at Real Madrid because Real Madrid doesn't even. I don't think they can take another trophy last season because they want him to come in and hit the ground running.
And they tell you say he go pay Luna next season.
He needs to just find a way to win at least one trophy, either Champions League or the league, which is going to be
or the Copa del Rey.
I'm not saying it's going to be difficult.
There's no shortcuts. Real Madrid. There's no shortcuts.
They are Real Madrid, so they are always going to win trophies. For coaches moving, Ten Hag have officially signed a 2 years contract with Bayer Leverkusen, so he's going to take over.
And he wants to carry Anthony alongside him.
By that move to that.
Anthony, no triumph.
We are all talking about coaches that are moving now. So good luck to Ten Hag if he's going to. Yeah, a good one. If he's going to do well at Bayer Leverkusen, he's going to challenging company for that title in Bundesliga title next season. Let's see, because most of his players are leaving. It's going to be tough for him because
but it's also a good, like I said, we had this conversation sometime back. I say it's a good opportunity because as you're coming in, you can immediately start shaping the club into your image, and that means you don't have to deal with cartel inside the club like Lampard had to, and a couple of other managers have had to.
Okay, finally the coach that moved, Ancelotti has arrived at Real Madrid, and immediately he arrived, they told him to come and give us 11 because the international friend is coming up soon. So he have named his 11 for
26 players.
I just call it first 11, but 26 players for the national team, and Anthony is back to the national team after his exploit in Spain this season. Congratulations. Let's see. I'm interested in see the kind of style.
Casemiro is back as well.
Casemiro is back as well. I'm interested to see this kind of style he's going to play with the Samba boys.
It's 4-4-2 now.
I don't know.
4-4-2 straight up.
It's 4-4-2.
It's going to be interesting.
Diamond 4-4-2.
Richardson is
might
back.
Not be Diamond though.
Acuna for the striker, Rafinha, Vini, Anthony, Gustavo. So let's see their striker. I like their striker option. It's just the problem is always their midfielder. They have Pereira, Santos, Bruno Guimaraes, Casemiro,
and Pereira has been good. So see,
they don't have that creative spark again in that.
Yes.
Bruno Guimaraes is creative now.
Now DM be nothing you want to take.
And Pereira go try now. And Pereira go try.
When they play for Fulham, this is the best for Brazil, but they don't have a choice again. They have to just make.
They should just play with Lion in that position.
They have to. The midfield is always crazy when I see them. When they call off that midfield, it's always crazy for me. But I think Ancelotti will do well they very do well in Brazil, but let's hope he's going to take them to the World Cup and see how he's going to perform. After Brazil, he's going to retire. Okay, let's open the phone line and get your contribution about all these things we are talking about that will play the Champions League next season.
World Cup before he retire.
Let's see. Let's get your own contribution. After that, we'll give you other football rumors like flying around Europe. Okay, the number to call is 0706 048 5853. Call us and tell us your own contribution about all these, especially your club, what they need to do for them to go far in the Champions League next season. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Good morning, good morning, John.
Good morning. Name and location, please.
Good morning, Godwin.
Good morning.
My name is Edwin Additional from Classical.
Good morning.
Welcome.
John.
Yes.
I say everything all. If it's Shevchenko, whatever, let Atata remove all those people. I don't need them.
Mm-hmm.
Even though Starry, it just be a one way for us. I don't know why way that will take after they do relationship.
Thank you.
The woman city. I don't need it. You see this time around, that man we were telling that I'm not sure. After I not sure for anything, we talk our own. And that's how it be. Not like shame. Because you know what you need on next season. Are you understand me? Arsenal need a confirmed sharp striker. And every department of that player, they need to be 2-2-2-2-2. So if this one happen injury, this one can cover. Because we are playing a good tournament now. We are playing FA Cup. We are playing Carabao Cup. We are playing League. We are playing Champions League. So you don't need to waste any more now. And you need to set yourself down very well as a good coach. And that was that. John, I beg, if you can do me a favor, help me call Atata now. You know, so it's your former assistant coach. So make him bring correct this season. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you very much. Okay, let's see what I'm going to be interested. He said that it's going to be a big summer for Arsenal. That's what they used to say.
They have excess money to spend. The problem is that Ateta will go and buy midfielder first and buy defender first before he buy striker.
Not even buy
You don't need buy the midfielders.
That's the problem. When they there with that.
When they come next week, you don't need buy the
That's the problem.
midfielders.
When they there with that.
Yeah, hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It's Chris Santos calling.
Okay.
Good morning.
Okay.
Of then, this guy was covering up. This is Japanese of then. This guy was covering up. This is Japanese guy.
Endo Wataru.
Endo was covering up in that defense.
And one of that under 17-year-old boy.
Yeah, do you know that Gomez didn't play up to 2 matches this season? You know?
Yes.
He was almost off this season. Once they just come in, either you score Ongu or you cause a penalty. Or you get
that was when he first started. I remember.
Kwanzaa came good for you guys now. How about that?
Towards the end now, errors he made.
We give you Kwanzaa alone. Free. Just let him play for you. You that got John Stone, you have a 4 central defender that is very strong.
Man, staunch man.
See, from my understanding, Liverpool have only 2 central defenders.
That is available.
Wow.
Kunate and Van Dijk.
Konate and Van Dijk and nobody again.
Jones. They
They
are
are the
calling
remaining ones.
Jones and Kwanzaa for you.
Wait, if you bring in Kwanzaa, is either he get you a penalty or he score a own goal or he give a pass and we leave it to go. Is it a player that you can use for go to Champions League?
Why is
player?
it's
See,
fine?
see, let me tell you, I remember Van Dijk is not getting younger, he's getting old. He needed 2 central defenders that can back up. You know, he said he's
Thank you.
Liverpool is considered this season, just like small picking.
Thank you.
Before you know it's good, we're now trying to cash up.
All right.
I was the one saying that they need to sign a CB.
All right, thank you.
Let me tell you, Liverpool, we need 2 central defenders.
Thank you.
We need a top line. This guy, Nunes and Jota. 2 of them did not score 7 goals this season. Combined together. A striker. 2 of them could not score 7 goals. Just check the record. Is this somebody you are going to use in Champions League or next season? Okay. No, just think about that.
All right, thank you very much.
Because I have succeeded in carrying your opinion and switching it with my own.
No,
Fine.
I said they
It's
need a
fine.
player to understand, a defender to understudy Van Dijk, while another defender to compete for space. That's what I said here.
Okay, let's take more calls.
Then an attacker.
That is coming back.
It's coming back now.
Where you want to go before?
Okay, and then she said that is a corner they
Oh, wow.
One less for again that can play after Peseto.
Okay.
I would like them to sign Foden of Nancy.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Bring 200 million. I'll sell him.
All right. Thank you very much.
200, yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
Bring
Thank
them
you.
now.
Just if I want Foden. Okay. Let's see if it's possible. I don't know.
Where they won't keep Palmer.
They collected Palmer. Palmer is working. So why wouldn't they look at Foden? It might work. It might not work. Okay. Yeah. Hello. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Name and location, please.
Yeah, my for money.
Okay, Chukudi, what's your contribution?
Yeah, John, you're right about that just to be the best and getting the integrity strikers. That of the PPT and the Bacon. You have to know what. And if you Sancho and what that is anything before, you are very at that one. The teacher need to compete with that person necessary. With two strikers. Just play two strong strikers in the starting lineup. I'm very happy for him getting back to Champions League.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to Champions League for 2 years, 2 seasons ago. I'm not going to Champions League in that league. And all this money part of the performance, I think that the thing that we need to call that this is PC that football. And we're supposed to win ourselves. Even though I'm talking about the stellar, we're supposed to win the pocket itself, we need to click on. When I like the guy that still we're supposed to now.
Okay. There you go.
Just go to the market and buy everything, bro.
All right, thank you very much.
Say 2 strikers.
Yes,
Wait, he wants the 2 best victors in the market. The 2
yes,
best victors in the market. To start.
Yes, with Jackson on
with
the
the team that is playing 1 striker, you want to start 2 strikers.
And they will change it now to 4-4-2.
Okay, let's see what happens with Chelsea too. Let's see how happens with Chelsea if they are going. Who they are going to buy in the summer next season. Okay, this is how we're going to end the show. Tomorrow we'll come back. Remember, Nigeria Super Eagles are playing tomorrow. Tomorrow game against Ghana. We'll come and talk about that game. There are 2 important things we are going to talk about tomorrow. 3 important things actually. We talk about the Super Eagles game against Ghana. We talk about the Europa League finals for Chelsea. Then we'll talk about other transfer news happening around Europe. Join us tomorrow by 8 a.m. sharp. We'll take more of your calls tomorrow. Thank you for joining us today's show. Thank you for all those that join us on our YouTube channel. Remember, guys, we are live on YouTube at Volt FM Sports. Thank you for your comments there. Thank you for everybody that joined us on the comment there. When you go there, please remember to subscribe to our channel. We are very, very grateful if you go there and do that. If you are listening to me now, please go there, subscribe to our channel, follow us. We drop a whole. Even today we are going to drop our own team of the season. We're going to drop it today. That video today. Go there and probably see our own who made our own top 11 team of the season, or my guys who made their own top 11 team of the season. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Happy Children's Day and have a wonderful day.
Hello, Enugu, and welcome to Volt 104.3 FM, where music meets the voltage.
Now Alex Iwobi gets the ball out to the left-hand side. The delivery comes in. Oh, it's a goal!
Entertainment. News and politics.
Enugu State Governor has sent us the
Gospel.
And let them have dominion. The kingdom of God is within people.
Odenigo.
Daalụnụ ndị be anyị ekele m unu Igbo ndị ọma ji eme ọnụ unu a na-emekwa ọfụma.
awesome programs.